body's bumping. Give it up. Mitchell lobs it up.
Win this
Slapped
game.
down by
8.
Mobley
All the
perfectly.
Cavs and Pistons fans stand up. Oh. What? The Pistons, is it Pistons Stadium or is it like back and forth?
Executed.
I was gonna say
Bruce
it's
now
the
opening up on Cunningham, just like Dean Wade did. Not as much size,
Boy, they got that heat plan.
but a tough hard play. And
Jenkins.
Come on, I need to show up. I ain't gonna lie, I need Jenkins to at least have about 15. Strus got to at least have like, I'd say about 13, 12. Mitchell, at least 20. Harden 20. K 20. Rob, okay. Duncan Rob, he not even in the game.
Mitchell, the handles. What a maneuver. And rocks the rim. Mitchell.
We're already not allowed.
Our drive, loops it upstairs. Allen, the catch, release, and the foul. Dana's
the Cavs.
Wade is in, so is Merrill, and Wade puts it in the basket from deep. Duran powers his way in for the banker. Cleveland inbounds with 10 to shoot. Strus makes a cut, extra feed. Wade puts it in.
I'll tell you what, Cavaliers now with 4 layups.
Allen turns it over. Low pass, Love.
That shit was weak. I ain't lie. The reason why the Cavs be losing the turnovers, bro.
Euros and
They be
finishes.
throwing way too many turnovers.
And Robinson in for
They just jumped in one spot.
Detroit. Ball fake, Merrill. Got a 3. Wow.
Horrible defense.
Cunningham makes his move, puts it over Wade, and hits.
First bucket of the night for Cade Cunningham.
Harden drives in on Sasser and scores off the window. Merrill, one dribble, fade.
What the fuck, what?
Sasser and scores off the window.
They say he traveled.
Merrill, one dribble, fade. Short, tracked down by Wade.
That shit was not short.
Shot clock doesn't reset. A hoist. It got. Swing, Merrill.
Any Cavs got more, what is that shit called? Experience.
You can't leave Sam Merrill open.
Handed off to Mitchell, his jumper.
If the Cavs wouldn't give up so many turnovers, it probably would have been sweet. Well, not sweet, but the game would have been over.
It's pure. A straightaway trade.
There's
a 3-second difference. Shot clock to game clock. Sasser, the step back 3. Bottom. 28-22 Cleveland. 2 seconds. 1 second. Mitchell backs
What
it
the
in.
fuck?
28-22
I
Cleveland.
don't lie. I kind of had a feeling when he started isoing like this,
28-22
and it was like they just all backing up continuously.
Cleveland.
Because, I mean, in my opinion, I would expect them to go to the paint, especially watching so many WNBA games. But, nigga, it's the NBA, nigga. They shoot half court, full court, all that.
2 seconds. 1 second. Mitchell.
Yeah, shot, though. Yeah, shot.
Spider bite.
Cavaliers not afraid of any of the matchups.
Right.
Oh,
Okay.
Mobley.
Here we go.
Big finish. Mitchell gets it blocked by Thompson. And Cleveland has got a 12-point advantage. Schroeder, swing it, Merrill. He sticks a 3. In here, Merrill, no hesitation. He's got it. And the foul. A chance for 4. Entry. Duran drives. Duran scores.
I like it. I like where he caught it. 2 feet in the paint.
And another
nice
maneuver.
I know Dre has to be like down 3-1, come back and then lose.
By Donovan Mitchell, the lead has ballooned to 20.
They come back though.
Inside, Cunningham out of the time.
Ending job of being strong. That was good defense.
Hesitation. Allen finishes and the foul. Another gorgeous setup with a tasty dish from Donovan Mitchell. Cunningham, silky smooth.
He's got 12, and they're going to need him to just take over this game.
Mobley, strong to the rim. Bank shot. And game with Thompson.
I feel like they make more
missed it initially, but follows his miss with a deuce. Mobley, stop and go, give it up. Allen, off the bump. Oh, that's creative.
They let that step in shit.
Duran backs in, double team from Harden. Shot clock winding down. Jenkins, the teardrop go. 6:24 to go.
Oh, he's still with us. Screaming.
As the
Punching niggas.
flies,
Chasing niggas down.
Allen.
Well, honestly, like the Pistons either told him like that he's gonna get cut if he keep doing that, or they ain't gonna pay him or something. He ain't gonna play no more.
Oh, Jared Allen with the crank.
They're gonna lose him the game.
On the spin. Tipped up in the air. Reed controls it. Trying to create space and does.
Well, there's people.
Mitchell, swing it. Merrill, ball fake. That jumper. Yes, sir. Lavert misses on a 3-ball. Rebound, Sasser stripped to the ball. They were looking for a call. Harden gets it ahead. Mitchell in attack mode for 2.
Yeah, but if you're the Pistons, look, instead of stopping and
You know what
looking
I'm
at
saying,
the
nigga?
referees, you
That's almost some foul, nigga. Y'all down by about, shit, 21? I don't need to worry about the wrong shit.
got to run back.
Where's the damn beat?
Mitchell, chef's kiss. Mitchell, the step back.
You wouldn't be desperately complaining for a foul if y'all play some damn defense and lose by so much.
Money.
Getting close.
Wow.
Needs 2 missed free throws. The roll, the jam, Mobley.
This shit is devastating, bro. I thought it was gonna be a close
Rhetorical
game.
questions, or you want an answer?
Well, I don't have the answer.
Like, what's the science behind game 7s? Like, what's like the biggest blowouts?
Next to the rim.
But I'm going to say not very
Right.
many.
What's like the record of the team that came back winning and all that?
And Robinson
That's
turns
the
it
weak
over.
ass
All right,
pass.
I'm mad
Buster
about
Euro.
that. I just tried to praise the guy.
That shit was
but
weak.
he's not gonna
That
do
was look probably the slowest I've ever seen in my life.
Turns it over.
And that's
All
for
right,
that
I'm
shit.
mad about that. I just tried to
Stay on your feet, bro. You literally jumped after he already pumped it.
praise the guy, and he's not going to do it. He's going to figures.
That was a shot.
Harden gives it up on a pass. Gets it.
What the
Gets
fuck?
into double
This was a
figures.
pass?
Harden
Man, it was a pass.
gives it up on a pass.
All right,
Gets
Mobley.
it back,
Hey, shout out Mobley for paying attention.
and lays it in.
But I was
On the
like,
same
it was
page
stupid.
with Mobley.
Yeah, outstanding passing.
That nigga Harden only
by
got like
both
10
of
points
them.
though.
Well, Harden came in
Look at
in his 8 career game 7s, shooting only
Damn,
35% from the floor and 22%
That nigga had
at
8
the
games,
line.
22% in the
Start of the game, he got off
Quick race.
to Donovan Mitchell got him going.
The 3-ball for Strus. 114 to 80. The spin
Damn.
and the rejection
This
by
is
Mobley.
stupid, bro. Yo, look at the crowd, fam. That's how the Pistons fans coming, bro? That's gonna lead y'all team like that?
Holland lines it up
Niggas leaving them
and
open.
buries the triple.
Look at that shit.
Holland lines it up and buries the triple.
Tonight.
Quick race? Alright, now niggas showing out.
Ellis cashes in from long range.
All right, I have no prediction
Damn, nigga.
for
Oh,
the
they did not show them niggas scoring about 5
Eastern Conference Finals.
What's up,
But I do
nigga?
have a
I see that. Good
prediction
shit.
looking at the Cleveland
That's all I had to
Pistons
see.
that
Come on,
there
get another
will
stop
be
and score
a few
again.
alcoholic
Beat Detroit?
beverages drunk on the ride home to Cleveland tonight.
What's for alcoholic beverages?
You know this is a fact or
Well,
got
that's
it.
just my
speculating?
prediction.
Come on, score again, score again, come on.
Prescient.
Go, go, go. Shall we?
Cavaliers
Come on,
will
somebody shoot.
dribble out the
Shoot
clock.
that bit, shoot that bit. Oh, y'all just...
And this top
Bro, they shot it. Y'all supposed to shoot too, bro. What y'all doing? 23, 21. Oh, that's pretty efficient. 8 for 14, 7 for 10. 2 for 10, 0 for 6. I guess it's 7 you have another starting team. 26 points. 10 for 22, 9. 0 for 4, nigga. Shit. How you play 4 minutes and you go 0 for 4? Tobias Harris had 5 fucking points, bro. 0 for 6. I feel like I even stopped seeing him on the court after a long time, bro. Like, did he even play the third quarter? Because you said K got 37. Him and JD. 5 for 16. 2 for 7, 4 for 12. 3 for 12. Golly, boy. 31%. I think the saucer nigga was shooting towards the end of the game, though. Like, when it was already over. He was chucking shots up. 32%, 31%. Stop shooting so many threes. It's not a 3-point contest. Field goals made. This is his 85.
Games when we'll face OKC in the Western Conference
That nigga
Finals. Let me know in the
Jamie
comment
Gans,
section
mad
who
as
you've got winning that series. But here's Anthony
Wait,
Edwards,
who?
Games when we'll face OKC in the Western Conference Finals.
okay.
Let me know in the comment section who you've got winning that series. But here's Anthony Edwards, Jaden McDaniels, and Rudy
This is
Gobert
gonna be a
showing
game
love to
7, I
Wemby
feel like.
after the series.
Yeah, and I know you've played against Victor before, but again,
Right,
after
Victor.
6 straight games against him, was there anything that after the series like really stood out to you that maybe?
About Vic?
You had such a great Denver series. What made it more difficult against San Antonio for you to do what you do best?
I'll probably just say they did a good job. Well, Wemby is just probably the greatest defender like I've ever played against. So just him being so tall, so long, like it's hard to get to the rim. But that's pretty much the most part. I was able to get to my spots. But playing Wemby, he's huge. He's so tall. I mean, he's the greatest defender I've ever played against. So it just props to him.
Rudy, what was it like to play against Wemby in a 6-game series? And was he the reason you struggled the last couple games, or did you feel like there's something
Shout out to
more you
McDaniel,
could have done?
Kid in the cut.
It was a great battle. You know, it was a great challenge. You know, for me and for us as a team. I think he shown that he took another step. You know, I think it was a big step, a big test for him, and we passed it. You know, it showed that, you know, we were very physical with him, and it affected him, but he still was able to impact the game like he can impact the game on both ends on the floor, yeah, it was. You know, like I said, it might be too early for me to speak on everything because I need time to really process and reflect. But yeah, I'm excited for him. You know, he's put a lot of work to be in that position, and even though he's only 22.
Yeah, imagine the Spurs actually win a ring this year, bro.
This is his first playoffs.
I got OKC winning. Right?
So
I don't think any team.
Big test for him, and every series I think is gonna teach him a lot.
But if the Spurs do beat OKC, I'll give them their props, man. Because I mean, like I said, they are a good team, but being OKC. Like, I just don't, like, they have a super team, man.
And he's going to get better.
Like,
know,
everybody
going through these experiences.
On a team that scores.
Rudy, I know you've known Victor for a long time, but are you still surprised, I guess, he's become this good this quickly at this level?
I wouldn't say surprised.
Yeah, I knew you were going to say that.
I say it's, as a competitor, obviously, I hate to lose. But it's also watching him being able to do what he's doing in these moments and overcoming adversity like he did this series. Yeah, it's credit to his work and all the sacrifices that he made and all the time that he puts on his body, on his mind, all the dedication. I'm aware of that, you know. And you know,
I think Wemby like waking up early and just going to the gym and working out and like shooting hoops. Like
sooner or later, you get rewarded when you have that kind of mindset.
Just be at practice and shit.
Yeah. Once again, as a competitor, I was trying to beat him up, and I thought we had what it took to beat them, but he led his team. He led his team, and now it's going to be interesting to see how he's ready to face that next challenge, you know, and see if he takes his team to the.
Surrounding us spoiled it by revealing that SGA had won the award, and here's the voting breakdown to that. SGA first, Nikola Jokic second, and Wemby third. But here's Prime calling out Shams as well as SGA's reaction.
All right, now, just to be clear, the official announcement is happening here. Dirk and Steve, you all both won MVPs, but I don't remember Shams spoiling it way back then.
I don't think he was around. He was a baby then.
Yeah, what are we doing, man? Look, it's Sunday, Shams. Go to brunch, you nerd. Come on.
I'm a nerd.
There are other things to do. Well, since we've got some MVPs here, it feels like it is only right for you all to announce this year's winner. Steve Nash, can you do us the honors?
I would love to. Should we have a drum roll? Okay. This year's winner of the NBA MVP is Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
Yeah! There he is.
There's the killer.
Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
Wait, what is it?
Alexander.
Yeah! There he is.
First guard to average 30 points per game and shoot 50% on field goal in NBA history.
Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
Shit.
So guys, how we doing?
We're doing incredible. We are thrilled to have the two-time Kia NBA MVP join us now. Shai, congratulations. You join an exclusive, illustrious list of NBA legends who have won back-to-back MVP awards. You reached the top, and you stayed there. What did it take from you to do it again?
Hard work, obviously. Not being satisfied, but the guys in the room really having my back, night in and night out.
Wait, why is everybody wearing this and he's wearing this? Like, what's going on here?
A long season full of ups and downs.
Oh, they're wearing his shirt with his face on it?
Injuries, things like that. So those guys just tying their boots up and going to war every night for me and with me. I wouldn't have won. How many games won this year? 64 games without them. So
no big deal.
Yeah,
these guys, I wouldn't have
Shai, you said recently that I was the first person to tell you were going to play in the league. Going back to those days, you know, you were a little underheralded for your ability, a late commit to Kentucky. I'm assuming you didn't have MVPs in your mind at that stage. Maybe in your words, tell us what this journey has been and meant to you.
Yeah, it's been amazing. Like you said, the MVPs and all the big stuff there's no way I can wrap my head around that stuff at that age, and honestly, how bad I was at basketball at the time. But I saw growth really fast in those summers and the summers leading up to when I got drafted, and I was just like, if I can duplicate that every summer and get better at that rate, then I'll eventually get to where I want to go, and it's worked out for me.
Shai, congrats, well deserved. I know what this award meant to me almost 20 years back now, looking back, what's going through my mind. What do you think is going through your mind in 10, 15 years when you look back at the two-time MVP trophies?
Probably something like, damn, I used to be nice. I don't have it anymore.
That's how it feels.
Yeah. Hopefully I'm going to soccer practice, basketball practice, playing tennis on my free time, enjoying retirement life.
Beautiful.
Shai, congratulations, man.
Thank you.
You guys do such a great job of enjoying other people's success. Even though the MVP is an individual award, how does it feel to share that with your brothers in that brotherhood in that locker room?
Yeah, like I said, it's amazing. These guys, like I said, go to war for me and with me every night. And not only on the court, but off the court, we have so much fun together. The NBA at times can seem like a business and a job, but these guys really make it seem like just fun and what it was like when I picked up the basketball at a young age. I think that's why myself and the rest of the guys have had success, just because we have fun doing it, we have fun doing it.
Wait, so they average 16 more points than the other team these last 8 games?
Together. And here we are every night, every day, coming out on the good side of, I guess, the odds.
Shay, congrats, man. Obviously, you
like
MVP award, but I know for you, the most important award is the championship. So just take me in your mindset, the team's mindset going into the conference finals against San Antonio.
Yeah, obviously a really good team. They've been.
Well, I'm curious to see how they play against the Spurs, though. I feel like they'll play good, but like, how will they stop Wemby?
Right,
but they do have Chet and Hart.
I feel like all year, so we obviously don't take them in the slightest.
I don't know when JW's back.
Good team to make it this far, you have to be really good. And for us, it's about us just playing our brand of basketball, doing it at the highest level. And for as long as
didn't they say they already beat them? Like, aren't they like 2-0 against?
We can do that. We'll live with the results, and that's what it's about for us.
Shay, last one for you. I remember during your speech last year, you talked about how your MVP trophy is next to your championship ring at home. I'm just curious if there's already some space there for something else.
Not yet, but I'll move something aside. Something will make room, yeah.
All right, we'll make room. Congratulations. 14th player to win back-to-back MVPs, the 5th guard ever. Incredible season. Great luck rest of the way, Shay.
Congrats,
Well deserved,
thank you guys so much. Congrats, Shay. Congrats to all the guys back there, too.
Rebounded by Cunningham. Pistons are running. Thompson.
Yo, my nigga, like, what's the beef, though? Sorry. Like, why do you, like, hate Sam so much, fam? Last game, you knocked him over when I think he was setting a screen. Now you just straight up just trucked him, bro.
Allen,
like, what has this man done to you, bro?
Rebounded by Cunningham. Pistons are running.
And like, you could see him like accelerating too. Like, look at his speed right here. Right here, he's jogging a little bit, and he sees him and he starts sprinting. Like, nigga, this is not the NFL, nigga. You finna knock this man out.
Well, Merrill earned that one.
Probably lost his team.
I mean, we always talk about giving up your body. Merrill gave up his health for that one. My gosh, that is full speed.
Damn, nigga. I don't even be seeing that dinner in the NFL.
Thompson and Merrill needs a moment.
At least in the NFL, you got no. That's literally like, yeah, come on, fam. He led with the shoulder and everything. In the NFL, at least you got protection,
Thompson
nigga.
And Merrill needs a moment.
Like, bro.
JB Bickerstaff is arguing that, but that's an easy call. And he may be arguing in it, but he's not going to challenge it because he knows darn well the call was.
Mitchell takes the runway, crosses over,
and
puts on a scoring clinic. On a 3-ball. Rebound, Sasser stripped of the ball. They were looking for a call. Harden gets it ahead. Mitchell in attack mode for 2. 10 to shoot. Donovan Mitchell, chef's kiss. Schroeder and Mitchell having a catch. 9 to shoot. Mitchell.
Get to the point.
Spider has been
scintillating. Just show me this thing is
Donovan Mitchell off the dribble. Mitchell, the spin. He hangs, doesn't get the roll, but he's there for the follow and tumbles down. As Thompson had previously hit the hardwood. He's got 15 in the quarter, 26 overall. Harris, short.
Yeah, I got it, bro. Let's get it out. I was wasting my time. Shoot. All right. Yo, sorry, bro. What's up, fam? Like, does he just have beef with the whole Cavs? But at this point, bro, it might be guaranteed that Asar has beef with the Cavs.
And came in shooting 43%
Yo, what the fuck
from 3 in the playoffs, 48% from 43% from 3 in the playoffs.
He just elbowed him damn in the head.
48% from 3 in this series.
Strus just took exception to the takedown by Thompson.
Had
something to say. Officials, assistant coaches, staff members, all getting in between.
I mean, got hit in the head. He started laughing.
At the end of a lot of playoff games over the years.
Well, look at this score.
Where the frustration sets in. Detroit coming home for Game 7. It's been a frustrating day, and things start to boil over.
That wasn't that bad.
So Strus
compared to what he
right
just did to Bane, and we just did to Sam Merrill, bro. I mean, that's
put his finger into the chest of Thompson. Remember, Max Strus missed the first 67 games of the season with a broken left foot.
What are you gonna do?
And the officials now getting together to discuss this.
UD tells Jalen Duren to get in the lab after player struggles like LeBron. What does that do with LeBron? Hold on.
been eliminated from the playoffs, losing Game 7, 125-94 to the Cavs, who will face the Knicks in the Eastern Conference Finals. But Jalen Duren, a topic of conversation coming out of the playoffs, he is eligible for a $239 million contract extension, $287 million if he makes an All-NBA team. And here's what Udonis Haslem had to say about Jalen Duren.
For this game, you all said it, Pistons did not play to their identity, had just 34 points in the paint tonight. That's their fewest in any game this season, regular season or playoffs. So how do you think they will look back on this loss and then the season as a whole?
I think they all need to get better. I think, obviously, when you look at the game tonight, I think it was a byproduct of just Cade being fatigued. I think they did a great job of wearing on Cade over these 7 games. I think down the stretch, or in this game particularly, I don't think he was able to get to his spots as easy. He was able to get to him. The pull-up shots that he was making wasn't falling for him tonight. He wasn't able to get other guys involved. So, obviously, Cade is going to be Cade. He's going to be great. You actually go out, you look for some more spacing guys that can knock down shots. And for Jalen Duren, I tell people this all the time. He's 22 years old. He's 22 years old, and you do not reach your peak as an NBA player until you're 27 to 30. And I go back to when we lost to Dirk and those guys in 2011 when Braun was 26. Immediately, for our spacing and for what we needed to be the best version of ourselves, he had to go in the block because Chris Bosh was a three-point shooter. He went straight to the lab and got in to work with a king. So it's no, for Jalen Duren, there's no point to be ashamed. There's nothing to be ashamed about. Like, yes, this was a tough series. This was a tough playoff run for you. Now you understand what you need to work on. So if you don't work on those things and you have the same kind of output next year, then we can get on you. But right now, you're still 22 years old and you have just the unlimited amount of time.
Just giving him advice.
Go to work,
looks like.
man. In front office, go to work. I'm sure they're going to go to work and address some of the needs.
Yeah, and Jalen Duren also had an incredible regular season, and sometimes people do forget about that when it comes to the postseason, PG.
Yeah, I think, UD's right. I think just in general, the Pistons look like they had ran out of gas, and I know both teams have gone to multiple Game 7s, so that's not really an excuse.
Shout out to her, though. She's like a good mediator, good conversation skills.
Tobias looked like he didn't have the same legs, the same pop, the same
7
lift.
points compared to 21.
Earlier in the playoffs. But, it's a young Detroit team. They made the playoffs last year, 2 years removed, I think, from 28 straight losses. Like, they are in the right position. They just have to keep going. So I think their roster needs a little bit of retooling. You're relying a lot on Danish Jenkins, who's had a great year. He's an unbelievable player. Marcus Sasser, Paul Reed. I mean, those are guys that weren't necessarily a huge part of their minutes. So nothing to hang your head about, but it's you know what you have to do. You know what you got.
What's RFA and UFA? What the fuck that mean?
You can make some moves.
$239 million.
And come back, and now the goal is conference finals.
God,
first round.
That nigga made more than the whole damn team combined in there.
Last year, second round this year. I know that's not what you want to hear, but they are in a great spot.
And I mean, something that we were speaking about all season was just when you look at Detroit, where are you getting
$239 million? Well, you know what I could do with that shit, dude?
Your scoring and that offense and that playmaking outside of Cade, and that was one of the things that was their Achilles heel in the playoffs.
You could buy
Absolutely, and Doug touched on it. When you're getting scored on every time, you have to come up and manufacture in the half court. I thought Cleveland was great defensively, but really where they were great is they just took away all those turnover baskets or opportunities to get in the paint, fast break points, and I think just made it really hard. And then to UD's point, Cleveland wore Cade down. This was designed from the start of the series. They switched as long as they possibly could to make him manufacture, not doubling him till late in the games. I think at the end of the series, he was tired. Tobias was tired. They're relying on guys who hadn't even played in the series to give him a lift. And so, great year for Detroit, but they're just not quite built for this yet. And I think it showed going to 7 games twice and the fatigue and the toll it took. They need a little more help, and then they also got to improve from within.
I remember Cade also comes off a collapsed lung a few weeks ago, and the stuff that he has to do for them every night. He creates, pick and roll, switch, create for himself, create for others. It's a lot. It's a lot on him. Unfortunately, he didn't have his great stuff tonight, but overall, I think Detroit's going to look at this season as success. They're the #1 seed in the East with a young team. They've grown from year to year, as BG and all you guys said. So overall, I thought they can look back here and say this was a great season for us, and we just need to take a next step now. We sniffed a little bit deeper. Now we got to address some of the stuff that we need to address, and maybe get some more playmaking, get some more shooting, and then they're right there with everybody needs.
Had an exchange online with Stephen A, where he was vocal about what he thought I needed.
I'll be quiet, stop streaming if you be quiet and retire. Let's give the people what they want. You need to be quiet unless you're trying to get traded.
To do, and he also said some other things. So let's watch it.
That Jason Tatum hasn't appeared on Jaylen Brown's program.
Okay.
You know where Jason Tatum was? Right here on First Take.
Let's pause right there. What type of journalism is this? Jason Tatum hasn't been on my stream, and this is what we're talking about on First Take. What if JT just don't like being somewhere in an uncontrolled environment? Why are you doing journalism on?
What does that do with JT?
On my stream? And this is a part of the reason why I started streaming. This is part of the reason why people use the term clown, and it synchronizes with someone like Stephen A. Smith. Because this is what you're using your platform for. What are you talking about? Let's continue.
Jason Tatum. So in other words, Jaylen Brown, Jason Tatum showed up on First Take before he showed up on your dance.
What does that have to do with anything? What? This is journalism. This is why I started streaming. Chat. What does that?
He sees Jason Tatum every day, fam. Like, you have to realize, like, he doesn't need to do a stream with Jason Tatum if he sees him every day. He sees him at practice. They probably go out, because I think a lot of teams, like, they go out with their teammates and shit. Go get food and shit like that. But I just don't see, like, what we're trying to get at here, though.
With basketball, what does that have to do with performance? What does that have to do with anything relative to, like, the game? You know what I mean? It doesn't. And this is where, why people call him out, because he uses his platform in his nature. And his nature can be, this causes issues.
And then this is stuff that
I
just
think it might be true.
flying over your head. You think nobody notices that hasn't happened? You're saying it's the year that Jason Tatum was down with an Achilles tear is your favorite year? The year that Jason Tatum had to sit out, just close out Game 7 because of the injury incurred. That's your favorite year? The year that you lose 3-1 of all the stars in the history of
He said this is his favorite year?
You're the only one because you were driving the bus. Anybody pointed at Jason Tatum, he said he was street clothes. You're the only one. The only star in the history of the Boston Celtics that ever lost a 3-1 lead and remember it, and that's your favorite year. Why? Because you and your teammates developed better chemistry? And camaraderie? You understand because you overcame it?
See, this is where I got to pause.
Wait,
And that's your favorite year. Why? Because you and your teammates developed better chemistry? And camaraderie? You understand because you overcame it?
See, this is where I got to pause again. See, this is a narrative that he's creating. This is in journalism. This is him making his own opinion and formalizing about what I had to say on his platform. This is why, respectfully, a lot of people say Stephen A. Because this is the type of stuff he does and he doesn't recognize it. But he's creating a narrative saying that the reason why I'm saying that I had my favorite season is because selfishly I had the best performing year. Not the fact that we outproved expectations. Not the fact that everybody expected us to be nothing and we had to fight and we showed up and we competed every single day and we had to fight for every victory. Not the joy of watching our teammates grow or not the joy of watching guys who are unproven start to solidify themselves as well through leadership, through chemistry. Like he maybe not doesn't understand that because maybe he's never had to fight for nothing in his life. Maybe anytime adversity is hit, he's rolled over or he's gave in.
Oh shit! Wait.
So he thinks it's the same thing as somebody who has little to no expectation and they stood up and they made a name for themselves. He may not understand that concept, and that's why he's pushing his narrative. But once again, this is what Stephen A. is using his platform for. Let's see what he finishes.
I see him watch this whole thing.
What's the remedy? Given all the things you point out, I'm with you. That's why I brought up the whole trade thing. What are you going to do about it? I don't mind, but what I'm saying is the first order of business is that he needs to be quiet and like.
Let me stop.
Yeah, because they did say that Jaylen Brown might possibly go to the Hawks.
He just said I need to be quiet. Be quiet for who, man? Stephen A.
Stephen
A. Stephen B. Stephen C. My offer still stands. You want me to be quiet and stop streaming? Well, I want you to be quiet and get off these networks. Because you're not using your platform to do real journalism. You're using your platform to use clickbait. You're using your platform to let's go back and let's use example A. You're talking about JT not coming on my stream, and this is the journalism that you're referring to.
Tatum hasn't appeared on Jaylen Brown's program. You know where Jason Tatum was? Right here on first take. Jason Tatum. So in other words, Jaylen.
He thought he ate with that one too. Like right here on first take. Man, nobody even on that first take. This is the reason why.
I ain't even gonna cap. I don't even think people watch that shit no more, fam. Like I'm just be honest with you. Like nowadays, people just watch YouTube. I don't really feel like. I mean, probably like baddies feel like that too, but like. I don't think niggas really watch like TV for real, unless it's like, that one with the couple I forgot what it's called, childhood shows and shit.
In the first place, did I want to be a streamer? No, but the media has gotten so bad, chat. The media has gotten so goddamn bad where it's like anytime you say anything as an athlete, it's going to be taken and pulled in different directions. We already seen an example of that. I know it's going to happen. That's just the world we live in. But at least now, because I have an obligation, like it's my job to speak to the media. Like it's in my contract. If I don't speak to the media, I will be fined. What did Marshawn Lynch say? Everybody know the famous quote. I'm here, so I don't get fined. If you don't speak to the media as an athlete, you get fined. So I have a media responsibility.
Oh, the media, like the niggas that interview and shit?
Media responsibility as well, just like anyone else, any other athlete. The only problem is that for me, I prefer to take matters into my own hands. I'd rather talk straight to you guys, straight to the people. You can see my reaction. You can see
Jaylen Brown, you can't say he's not real, bro. Because he literally was willing to get fines just to speak his truth, bro.
My thought process, I'm breaking down the film, I'm breaking down the game, I'm talking about the ins and outs of the NBA. I'm still fulfilling my media obligation, but I'm just not doing it in a traditional manner. And this is an example.
I feel like he thinks I think he does like different content too, like probably gaming and stuff like that too.
I'm talking about, streaming and Twitch and Kick and athletes and what the future.
But if he doesn't, I think he should do that. Like, it'll be kind of tough, maybe do like wagers against maybe like WNBA players or teammates.
Possibly look like. I'm not trying to put writers out of a job. Like obviously writers are going to always be involved in the game, breaking down the game, but I think players give him more access instead of giving PR statements and you get to actually hear from him on their own accord. I actually think that we'll be seeing a lot more going forward. And I think some other people agree.
Give a press conference to a company, right? When I'm my own IP, I can go do my own press conference. I can go do my own streaming is a new press conference. Yeah. Right? Nobody want to sit in the room no more and answer questions on 5, 6, 7 reporters. They want to get to the nitty gritty of it and face it face to face with your followers and the people who's actually watching. They're the ones who really don't ask the real questions. So if I get my message to you, then I get my message to everybody else.
I thought that was a good take to kind of help understand why athletes or why I started streaming in the first place. I think obviously I might be early, but I think chat more people will start to see the same sentiment. You know what I mean? Because the media platforms or normal traditional markets have all turned their revenue to like creating clips through controversy. They generate their impressions through polarization, and that takes away from actual journalism. And that's exactly what ESPN does. That's exactly what First Take does, and that's exactly why Stephen A is getting paid to do what he does. But long story short, man, Stephen A, Stephen B, Stephen C, his vocabulary, his delusion, his attire, and his necessity to serve these higher ups. Like man,
he is streaming right now. You can see the chat right here. In the bottom.
That's right. You know what I mean? You want me to be quiet? I think a lot of people want you to be quiet as well. So my offer still stands. I'll stop streaming. I'll shut it down. I'll go do what I got to continue doing my business, get back in the gym, get back to work for next season. But let's kill 2 birds with 1 stone. Tell this motherfucker retire. Because he's the face of clickbait media at the point, and maybe with his retirement we can spark a movement to get the rest of these motherfuckers out of here, or also have some type of forget journalistic integrity, actual integrity, in order to hold themselves accountable to the bullshit takes they put out with no basis, no bias, no information, just narrative, just for the sake of just pushing a weak narrative, just purely out of that. I'll give it up. I'll pass streaming. I'll sign some streamers or some shit. You know what I mean? Ain't a big deal. Y'all never heard from me before this. Think about it. I don't do no media, no podcast. I don't do none of that. I barely post on social media. But the fact is that as an athlete, I'm obligated to speak to the media. It's my job. Like he thinks the media is his job. It's my job too. It's in my contract. I do not speak to the media, then I will be fined. So when they use that comparison, it's my job. It's your job to play basketball. Also,
I never even thought of that. Like, does he mean like just media in general, or is he talking about like the people that interview him at games and stuff like that? Like how they be doing interviews like Anthony Edwards and all them. Wemby.
Job to speak to the media. So me, my thought, how do I work around that? Instead, I'm gonna do it on my terms. If I gotta talk to y'all, I'm gonna do it on my terms. If y'all want to hear my takes, this is how y'all gonna hear them. Because if I give them these takes to these other media, they gonna try to build a narrative against me or turn it into something that I don't even. It's get weird, bro. Like, what are y'all talking about? But when they run with this media and when they run with this narrative, they're gonna be like, it's Stephen A's job and it's Kendrick Perkins' job and my job to talk to the media. It ain't your job to be a clown. It ain't. And this whole playing the game, this delusion that y'all running with, y'all making it seem like I'm playing the game and I'm pulling the ladder down. Y'all ain't doing nothing but helping y'all themselves. And I'm tired of that. Y'all not being the bread. And that's why people calling it out. And that's why I've came to that conclusion. And I'll tell Stephen A. and whoever else when they see me in person, I will let you know that it's Stephen A. Stephen B. Stephen C. directly to your face. So you don't even know.
Damn.
You don't gotta be no. You know what I mean? It is what it is.
So it's not just internet with my boy JT.
The last statement took the cake. Like you talking about JT coming on my stream and what did that have to do with anything? It's the same conversation we had before. What are you supposed to be doing journalism? You supposed to be talking about the game and sports, my performance. Cool. We blew a 3-1 lead. I understand. I can take accountability for that. That's fine. But when you start bringing this other stuff up, you don't see how the line is getting crossed. When you talk about other people's families and you talk about other people's character, and you talk about other people's personal lives, etc., and you cross that line and you don't think somebody will cross that line back.
Damn.
Let's get into the good stuff. Last week.
Let's see a little bit of the comments here. Wait, what is SAS? Stephen A. Smith. Oh, here we go. I ain't lie. I'm gonna be honest with you. I thought SAS meant the Spurs at first. That's why I was confused. But I seen Stephen A. Smith on the thumbnail, so that's why I knew he was talking about him. But when I seen SAS, I thought it was talking about the Spurs. Oh yeah, it looks like everybody's just talking about they're basically on JB's side and telling them that yeah. But this is a prayer though. But thank you for allowing us just get this far. So we can chase our dreams. You know, from easy to chase your dreams. So more athletes be able to come out, talk about their truth, and think for allowing JB to speak his truth and how he feels, and help him not be able to get fined for that. Because I just don't feel like it's fair that you can get fined for speaking your truth as long as you're not necessarily talking directly to one specific person, or like starting things with people. Just help us all stay safe. Help these players be able to get back healthy for the next season if they aren't playing anymore. It's been a really intense playoffs, so I hope it'll be a good rest of these playoffs. You know, it's the Western Conference Finals, Eastern Conference Finals coming up, so it's gonna go good. The NBA Finals starts, I think, in the beginning of next month as well. So everybody that has birthdays coming up, be able to enjoy their birthday. You know, mine's coming up next week, so I'm going to enjoy mine too. You know, it's always just be able to stay safe, make good decisions, and never lose sight of you, Lord. Live what I do without you. So many with me. So many. Well, yeah, man, so y'all, I got one more video today.